Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. Welcome, Rant Pack. It's Saturday afternoon. We're about to get into RuPaul's Drag Race. Don't know if I'm gonna keep the rhyme up, but you got the beat. Hey, everybody, it's your boy Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in. Listen. Apologies that this is like 10 minutes late. You know, we normally do a 2:30 show, but I ended up doing this at 2:40 today. My tummy hurts. I blame the food I ate last night, so I needed some extra time here and a lot of water right now to make sure that my tummy feels better. That's been helping, is the water. But listen, we have got an episode to get into of RuPaul's Drag Race. It's season 18. It's episode 11. It's the Toast of Alyssa Edwards. All of that good stuff. You know, it's been a while since we've had like a really good roast where everybody named Mama just eats, devours, or what you will. There were some duds. There were some surprises. Well, one surprise really for me, because at first I was like, do I love? And I was like, yes, I do, because I totally get where this is going. And then two others that I thought possibly, maybe, could got that W too. I don't know. And I actually enjoyed the lip sync this week. Glad we finally got a ballad. It's been a long time. They need to do them more often, but I need them to pick the right ballads. And that Bonnie Tyler song is a good one to start with, but I ask in favor of a Toni Braxton, 7 whole days. I've been alone. How you? I can't make it, won't take it, won't make it, won't. I'm giving you a mother. Yes. Honey, honey. I need it. Ooh, Matt, don't get too excited, but you may hear my children in the background going crazy. It's a good thing because Mama was not feeling her bestest, and I had clocked a little bit of tummy troubles with my baby too, but the medication did do what it needs to do here. And let me tell you something, he's running around this apartment like crazy. So now I regret. I'm kidding, but no. Hope y'all are doing well this Saturday afternoon. I'm going to get to my social medias and get this episode started. I do. Well, no, she knew all the words. Why is that a thing? Like, I get the first couple of times, but she knew the words. But hold on, Matt. Focus. Let me get my social medias out the way, get all that started, and then get to the review. Yeah, I think that, you know, issue with our sister may have applied for like 2 of maybe 3 of the times within the last 11 episodes. But as far as the last lip sync, this lip sync that just occurred, no, maybe she knew the words. She knew them all. She knew them all because she did all of the words. She even did the turn, or did all of it. So I think that is no longer applicable, but it may be something that people choose to hold over their head, because this is Drag Race. It happens. You know, you do one thing wrong and it's pointed out, and that becomes the narrative for somebody's story, which we've seen somebody literally leaning back into a different dimension, somehow make it to these top 6. But a lot of people like them, and I love that for them. But I think there is criticism that is deserved too. So let's go ahead and get into it. It's at Matty-Rants everywhere except for X, which is at the Matty-Rants. You can find a Linktree link that'll take you wherever you need to go, and that is exactly all you need to know. Boop. I do reactions on Patreon for as low as $2 a month. I did this episode. It is available for your consumption. Also, UK versus the World is up. House of Villains season 3 And I covered the entirety of the first season of Heated Rivalry, as that was a Patreon requested show. Plus Paris is Burning reaction that I posted this week. There's literally 8 videos this week. You can catch me on Patreon. Now, for this upcoming week, the movie of the, I keep saying week, oh my God. We do a movie a week. And this, almost did it again. In this upcoming 7 days that we are about to be involved in, because I don't want to say it again, is going to be Jackie's Back, one of my favorite movies I've ever seen in the entirety of my life. It is a part of the makeup of my humor, as well as any sort of personification of silliness that I desire to show. As you know, I'm a Muppet baby, as well as a complete sucker for the girls, right? And the aunties and your mothers and your grandmothers and all that kind of good stuff. And Jennifer Lewis is one of my mothers, okay, when it comes to acting. And so if you're a part of the Patreon, I will be doing a reaction to Jackie's Back. A lot of people haven't seen that movie. It is obscure. It's one of the, I consider it a cult classic, but I will be covering it on the Patreon. So if you're part of that community, you'll be catching a live, not live, but a reaction to that. And please forgive me ahead of time. I will be most certainly quoting it verbatim through most of it. Entendre? On top, baby, get ready. It's going to almost be like a sing-along. Not really. Actually, it might be a sing-along. Because I'm going to have to do Look at Me. I would have to do Yield, Yield, Yield. Oh, yes, all of that. It is on Tubi. Thank you, Felicia, for letting everybody know that in case you wanted to watch it. I also will give you another option. It's on YouTube as well, the entire movie. That was how I originally got to see it. Until one of my friends had it, and then I watched it over at his house. But the first time I saw it, it was on YouTube a long time ago in like multiple parts. And I was like, what is this? And lost it. So yes, I haven't seen it yet, so I'll be watching along with Maddie. Oh, lovely, Amrika. Get ready for a journey, because you're going to notice a lot of celebrities that are unfortunately no longer with us that are a part of that movie. A lot of celebrities are in that movie. Jennifer knew a lot of people back in the day, but you'll see, it'll be very interesting. But yes, it's a part of Black movie requirements, in my opinion. Especially because it's Jennifer Lewis and she's amazing. But yes, join my Patreon. It's a good time. UK versus the World, RuPaul's Drag Race, House of Villains. And I'm also going to be doing another show that I'm going to be announcing very soon, since we finished Heated Rivalry early. I thought I was going to do it like weekly, but baby, that show, I had to do that daily. So I'll be announcing that new show soon. You have requested it. I saw the suggestion, and I think you're going to like where this is going, because there's like, I think 4 seasons. And it is scripted. It's not reality television. So it's on Paramount Plus. I can give that much away. But it's got good reviews. It's kind of up my alley. I'll go ahead and say it's From. It's the TV show From. I was trying to be like, let me do all. It's not working. From, yeah, someone mentioned that, and it's actually a show I have been dying to get into. And I have seen one thing. So I'm not spoiled as far as what's going on or what the surprises or what's happening in reference to that show. I also plan on adding another show to the list. I got to be good about it, because Patreon, the girls are there. So yeah, y'all about to be fed. But From is going to be one of the new shows I add to the list of shows I react to, and something new that's coming out. Euphoria. Ooh, okay, let's continue. God, do I want to do Euphoria? Oof. Do I want to get? Yes, I do. Okay. Bookable on Cameo, merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. P.O. Box if you want to send anything. I'm an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus, so you can get a free week of Paramount Plus on me, as well as a Discord if you want to be a part of the Discord community for the Rant Pack. You got to go through a quiz, because we're trying to keep it a safe space and community for people to talk up there if they want to, as well as, communicate, conversations, game talk, music, life, the water cooler. It's one of my favorite places to be. But yeah, I think that's it for my socials. Disclaimer. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs, and all opinions expressed by myself, just myself, are just my own personal opinions. They do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap in. I'm a little bit of a talker, and you may be here for a while. Please don't post any spoilers in the chat, and if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a good poot. And if you want to throw anything in my dippy poo jar, it would go a long, long way. I appreciate it. It is paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. As you can see, the live chat is up. Whether you're watching this on portrait mode or landscape mode, I appreciate you. Almost 100 in the room. We are really about to get into the show, I promise you. But I want to give some love to those of you who are here early, scrolling all the way back up. Shout out to Emrika, my moderator with the mostest, all the way over there in France. Bonjour, my love. I hope you're doing great. Blessed. Stress. Love you, love you, love you. As you know, Emrika gives their time to do the timestamps for a lot of the shows that I cover here on YouTube. So for those of you who may want me to get to the point, you can get to the comment section and see Emrika's timestamps. And that way we all can be happy. Thank you, Emrika. Shout out to Shay all the way over there in Canada. Thank you for the heated rivalry suggestion, as well as, of course, there is some excitement brewing in the Canada's drag race department. I think we're going to have a fun fall. Wink. I'll be there. What's up, LL Slaughter? How you doing, baby? Ashraf, how you doing, my love? Bonjour to you. How you doing? How you doing? Pokey fan. Whoo. Pokopia. I want to call it Poketopia so bad, but Pokopia is one of the greatest things to ever happen. I've beaten the story. It took a whole 7 days of serious grinding. That story was super sad. I cried at the end of that game. I could not believe how emotional that game made me, once, especially when you get into the lore of it. I'm not going to go too deep. But I'm now in my Pallet Town era, as well as still managing all of this. There's so much still to do. It's insane, especially because you're trying to get the Pokédex together. But like, what a great game. For those of you who may be thinking about a Switch 2, you know, all that stuff's coming out. Like, everything's getting higher and expensive. I know it super sucks, but if you're like on the fence and you got it, or you found ways to do it, get it. And if you're like, what should I get, Maddie? I know you've had the system for a while. I am going to be a tad bit shady and not say Mario Kart, even though I still play it a bit. The criticisms are there. It's going to be Pokopia. It's good. You're just going to have a lot to do. It's a game that's not going to be boring whatsoever. And if you love cozy games, it's going to be like on the Mount Rushmore of that. And if you're not into games like that, it may possibly pull you in there. And if you think that you're not creative enough, I'm putting this into everything. I just built 2 houses the other day and they look fabulous. And it was just simply me playing around like, I'm gonna figure this out. And then, it's lovely. And now I got a neighborhood going. So like, seriously, I highly suggest getting it. And for me, that's why I'm loving it right now. I've been so stressed out this week. It's really pulled me into like, it's gonna be okay. So yeah, that's my little review there. But I do actually plan to post a video. I've been putting clips together this entire time I've been playing it. And I'll be doing a review of Pokopia, just giving you my like 10-minute thoughts. Yes, a 10-minute video, shock. As well as for Heated Rivalry 2. Not Heated Rivalry 2, but, you know, Heated Rivalry as well. I'll be posting an edited review the next 2 weeks, actually, on my thoughts on the season and why I think it's important for certain shows with specific backgrounds, especially in these times now, to be at the forefront and important and talked about because we exist. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I think that's enough of all of the banter of shout out to Eric, shout out to Potlab, shout out to Jermaine, shout out to Nor Queen, shout out to everybody here today, Painter Peasant, Miss Ryla, Magical Mermaid, Cameron CB, Everybody tuning in today, if I haven't gotten to you, I want to get to you, I promise. So, yes, we'll get there. But shout out to JMCL. Thank you for the first tippy poo of the day. I appreciate you, my love. Today for making the housework easier to deal with. Okay. And I totally get that is what these shows are for, especially for the long days, right? Malika, how are you doing, my love? Pac-Man, what's going on? Love the Kirby picture. The blue Kirby was the one I always picked when I did Smash Brothers, by the way. If I ever had to play with Kirby, it was going to be the the black one with the purple shoes and the yellow eyes, or that one. That was how I used to roll. I haven't played Smash in a while. I'm waiting for a new one. They said it's coming soon. All right, a roast. What's up, Johanna? Love you too, baby. Oh, and you know what? Let me give a shout out to Lena, because Lena, in my inbox here, sometimes I don't get messages, and I miss also tippy poos that happen after the show. So I want to give them some love and shout out as well. Lena, if you're watching, shout out to the playback crew, because I know some people get to me later. I'm still trying to find out how Darlene won. Okay, let's do the foreword, because you know I'm a talker here, right? Let's get the rant out the way before I get to the further of the review rant portion of this show. Okay. Now, I was kind of here for Darlene's set, no shade. It does have to do with the fact that I am very much a Fozzie Bear, Waka Waka, cornball kind of guy when it comes to comedy. I love my dry humor too now. And I love my straight insults, as well as like getting into the Def Comedy Jam of it all, if you really want to go there. But I also love the irreverent humor, and I also love the full stupidity of stuff, as well as the idea that the jokes were not that funny, but she thought they were funny. But then there was a prop to go with the said jokes. And then it was as if she was like killing it, even though, is she? And it puts you in that place for like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? And it made that funny. So I'm kind of hyped that Darlene won, but my Libra, here's my Libra. Mikey and Jane chewed, bitch. Mikey and Jane chewed. Ate up. Jane's comedy was on the vulgarity side of it, which made it funny for me because it gave me late night comedy special. And when I tell you, when Alyssa had cacked to the joke that involved the F slur, that's how you know Alyssa is a part of that Texas community of folks, because I am too, especially when you're in the back of the dressing room and you be hurling that word, not to be like, because again, reading in shade for the girls that know, you can't just be like, well, girl, you're an F because we're both F. So that's not a read. Like, that's just you cacking back like, oh, okay. So you want to be a part of that, of it, a tree. You know what I'm saying? And I was here for Jade's set. Totally. Okay. But then Mikey's was hilarious because Mikey had a perspective and there was a bit, especially with the, how I'm sorry, it gave me Mikey likes it. And that was why Mikey's set was so good. It was a perfect way to go. And I'm glad they mixed it up. You know who felt a little under, who could have been funny, was Nene. It was as if the two girls that spiral the most, Jane and Nene, when it comes to all in your head. Jane finally locked in with that last win. So it was like, you know what? I can move through this bitch. But Nene over here took things personally, and then it still affected her as we did the set. Also, no shade. Discord was not funny today. And y'all got to be okay with that. And she looked crazy for her comedy bit. Runway, different story. I have positives, but I also have like the whole, like, you're not going to say this is basically the Mugler look. Like, we're not going to do that today. It's fire, but this is definitely inspired by Mugler. But I'm sorry. With the way she was leaning back into a different dimension on top of the outfit, I was just like, girl, I thought you was a patient at a hospital that just got up to go talk to the other people across the way. It was visiting hours. I don't know. You wanted to be around people who had family in the room. Crazy. But My sister Kenya, I still was proud of you, sister, and I thought you did a good job with the lip sync. I don't care what nobody say. And Juicy, but two girls who I was concerned when it came to a ballad at first proved me wrong, and I was very pleased. So the episode was cool overall, but I do think there were a few moments of, okay, what's happening? What? Ah, oh, okay. All right, let's go ahead and get it started. Thanks again for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, come to the Dream Big family. Appreciate you for being here today. And if you want to drop a super chat, please, that'd be amazing. But you can also hit the like button and get in the comment section afterwards and talk about this episode. And if you want to drop a little tippy boo in the jar, it's paypal.me for /Matty-Rants, cash up outside my Matt-24 and Venmo /Rants. Let's go. So the following, well, not the following, because this is not, we can't narrate it like that. But after the lip sync for the win and we get back into the workroom here, nobody went home. Again, still 7 queens, even after the question of who should go home and why is asked. What was the whole entire point of that? Now, I love that people live for this nonchalant, don't give a tuck attitude from Discord. My problem is that she be talking cash money in her confessionals and on the side and never to the face. So when I get somebody going, how do you feel, sister? And it's, that really did suck and all that and whatever. Okay. But not really saying what you want to say. It didn't really rock with me. I'm sorry. Now, I did like the fact that Miss Mama said, well, they said I could be a designer. So that's really where my attention was at. So I said, oh, okay. That gag, because that was said. But gag. Oh, take it in. That's a point on the board. To me, because I'm a viewer and I'm seeing this, I'm not in the room. I'm like, I want you to go a little harder, just a tad bit. It's a little too friendly for me. And then otherwise, on the other end of it, it's, well, the girls, and it's like, all right, that's fine. But I'm going to need you to hit somebody. You got to hit somebody, sweetie. I know you small, but you already got the stance for it, bitch. You be leaning back a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's a whole lot of confessional thugging. And some of these girls don't really be like rock, paper, scissoring and shooting these bitches like I need them to. I really need them to start like, go do something. Because it's been a friendly season, no shade. There's been a couple of like, but it is what it is. Irene, that's why I'm choosing my words very wisely. Because for the sake of their favorite, I have seen some of the nastiest things ever. And I'm like, dang, maybe the Discord stuff that was the rumor is true based off of how y'all are acting and not even her online. But whatever. Either way, I think that Discord's look good. And she had every right to feel some kind of way because it's like, bitch, you all said my name and now we still here. So now what? But she wants to live in the delusion of it all. RuPaul enjoys the walk. It is what it is. She hasn't won anything yet. Maybe next week. It's a makeover challenge. Who knows? That's another thing. I don't know about y'all and how your DVR records or whatever the case may be, or whoever was watching on what. But let me tell you what happened when I was watching this episode. Why did the commercial for next week's episode play before the lip sync? And in said commercial, you already saw who was not there. Did that happen to anybody else? Because that happened to me. And I didn't notice it when I was doing my reaction because I was fast forwarding through the commercials like I always do. Oh, I'm going to show you. Because I like, you know how I do today. I always go in order and I go click, 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 boom. So when I was watching it, I said, oh. I said, when was this recorded? Boom. Nope. This recorded at the 7 p.m. hour. No, baby. I checked the timestamp. It doesn't record the playback. It records the original broadcasting. That is what I have as my setup. I do that on purpose because when it does the playback broadcast, they always put the commercial in. That's why I didn't do it that way. That's why I didn't do it that way. But this time I was like, now wait a minute. I said, no, wait. Why is this here? Why am I looking at this? But I'm not gonna call out Wow. I don't know if that's their problem or if that was just like YouTube TV doing their thing, because maybe that didn't apply to like everybody who was watching it via cable, satellite, your VPN. I do want to say that there was something I noticed on UK versus the World where they just stopped putting the title cards up on one episode. It was like Michelle Visage, and then Graham Norton, nothing. The guest judge, nothing. I said, oh. I said, is everything okay? Like, are we, now we just know their names. We don't need to see it no more. Oh, okay, cool. I was watching on YouTube TV. It always does the original broadcast. We're not going to, I need to jump because you see me getting like really too deep into it, but I just wanted to let y'all know. I saw that and I thought that was crazy. Whew, okay. The thing is that she's been cruising and she's been safe, Shay. And that's been, everybody's been enjoying her ride. And I know Discord really does, who they are resonates with a lot of people, or a really good group of people. Maybe not a good group. Some of them be talking some crazy shit online, but majority of them good, right? My thing is that why are you all the way up here riding on safe? And the thing is that I almost felt the same way with Darlene until just this week we got a W, and I was like, okay, that's great. Are we going to go all the way to the top on that? And it's one of my least favorite story arcs of I never won anything, but I made it to the finale. It's just not fun for me on how that's going. And I'm looking at her more as RuPaul enjoys looking at her and laughing and talking to it. So like, oh, okay, we're going to keep it around. We're going to keep this around because it's a key. Discord's walk is making RuPaul like younger, you know what I'm saying? Possibly there's witchcraft involved, and I don't know. And Discord doesn't even realize that, you know, they're losing, you know, portions of their body slowly at a time here. Maybe a little bit of the, you know, I don't know, but it is what it is. Yeah, a little bit of the jester in the King's Court. To me is how it feels, because I'm like, okay, are you gonna give that girl a W or what? Like, what's happening? Like, do you like her or not? Because we as the audience are like, oh, okay, you're going to edge this queen the entire, please do something. But can you please, listen, I was proud of you, sister. You was in the top 2 these past 2 weeks. Couldn't get the W, but you were very close on the board, followed by the next day. It is what it is. It is what it is. RuPaul, this chocolate suit was actually really cute, as I had a mini challenge sponsored by Scentbird. I have tried Scentbird. I'm actually not sponsored by them, but I will say I enjoyed it for the amount of time I did have it, and I was here for the 4 cents I did get. It was cute. It was cute. I was like, okay, I like this. But they had to do these little TikTok 1-2 little commercial bits, and some were fun, some weren't really. Ooh, Darlene in this wig, you know it came from that bag, sister. Discord's was cringe. I was like, what the fuck is this? But Mikey's was funny. I was here for the approach. And Juicy, I don't know, this was an indication of what was to come today for me. I said, baby, that was dry as hell. And Kenya's was kind of cute, but I also thought it was like, wow, they threw this giant flowers on her. And I think Mimi has run out of cute clothes. Ooh. Bitch, not only is this outfit so similar to what she wore for the roast, but also like not as, this is uglier than the one that she wore for the roast. But I was like, baby, she must have ran out of all her cute shit. Because what is this with this random strap across this bedazzled tat? Like, no. I love her. Because, you know, I've been a fan of the Dean, but like, no, girl, you must have ran out. Like, we ran out of all the cute shit, and now we like, fuck up. This her one long week. Sister, I mean, I'm unable. Wait, Eve, can we please? Were you watching my reaction? Because I literally had to comment on that. It's like coming up on Drag Race, some whole bullshit edit that tells us nothing is going to happen the way it is, right? And then the first thing you hear, Rashida, you know somebody lost their life. Loving hip hop. Carly Red is still on that show. Do you understand? Rashida too, but every time I see that commercial, I get so sad. Like, oh my God. I know y'all have more money than me, but sister, I'm tired for you. How long can you do this? I have seen a tire move many miles, but there is no tread left in those two, like at all. Or anybody else left on that show. Yandy, it's embarrassing at this point. Rashida, you got the baby's mother on there as a regular castmate. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. It could. Is she splitting some of the check with you or what? Or like, is that for Kurt? Because you know the child support got sister. I need help. I can't do it. I'm afraid not. Saucy Ted will walk up in there, sister. I just a beard and a waist trainer. God bless America. I'm so sorry, Nene Coco. This outfit just reminded me of all that. And then Eve stepped in the room and then we got off topic. But yeah, no. She looked like Mariah Lynn. Once upon a time, not long ago, Nene Coco. This program. I'm unable. All right, let's move on. I can't. I had a good time with that. Mikey wins. Congrats to Mikey. They've been stacking these mini challenges. $2,500 in the purse. And they're told they have a toast of Alyssa Edwards. The iconic Alyssa Edwards. You know, a little jump scare. A little reminder of where we came from. A little bit of, this is queer history. Okay. This is queer history. No, I ate that little song up. The girls can't take. It's all right, but yeah. The girls can't take. She's good. She's good. But yeah, we were there. We saw, we remember. Hey, Queen, Mrs. Shistel. Boop. Can we get Coco back up on this gig? I'm sorry. And I know that was like one of the most bent-wristed things to say, but for real, can we honestly get this lady back on our television screen and not in a like Drag Race Vegas setting of her just, you know, being on the cast for the portion of the month? Can we do that, please? Can you give her, Coco, this is me talking. Hey, sister. Yeah. And you know what? Rig it so she don't go home first. Set it. Because we're not gonna do that. Like, no, for the first time you did it All Stars correctly, she had to be the one to go home because you wouldn't let her play her music. One chop. No. Like, she left by default. That's not fair. Like, okay, I'm sorry. Justice for the Cokes. I'm sorry. Darlene's humor is my kind of way of thinking. Look what just happened there. I did a whole bit that I thought was funny that someone on the internet probably spat at their computer for. Please wipe down your screens. But like, seriously, this kind of goofball, cornballish, this is all Matty. All kinds of way. Bitch, none of them jokes were funny. But Darlene laughing at herself about the jokes made it funny. It made it like, we're now in this with her for the foolery. Even Jane had to, it's infectious, if you will. But it's her, girl, I'm sorry, this would have had me hollering. It's her putting her hand up like, ooh, fire to the pan. We're cooking over here. Like, you just want to be in it a little bit with her. And that's her humor. And it also runs on the same lines of Alyssa Edwards being funny. Like Alyssa being told to be funny is not going to be funny. But if you let Alyssa just be Alyssa, it all strings itself together. And once you know who she is, it makes it that much more funny. We have spent so much time with Darlene in these last 11 episodes that this is why a lot of people could understand why Darlene won, or at least got the sense of humor at the most. We can say that Jane and Mikey probably maybe deserved a little bit more because they actually delivered a roast, like full on, full out. But Darlene's humor was infectious, and something about it made the room light up a little bit because it was like, I'm roasting you. Not like what? To me, the shoe, when we get to the shoe bit, that was it for me. I was like, oh, no, wrap it up. That was it. That was. Michelle, why you mad? Like, that was fucking funny. I'm sorry, that was funny. That was funny. It was funny. She maybe she shouldn't have won, but to me, I was here for the full Waka Waka foolery. It's that one time Fozzie Bear went up there, did a full bit, and it went terribly wrong. But actually, it was so funny. And when he won, he was so excited. Shout out to the Fozzies of the world. I'm with you, kindred spirit, my Muppet fans, my Muppet babies. We're all children. We're not. We're grown-ass motherfuckers. Mikey has to decide the lineup because they won the mini challenge. And I love how they're sitting next to Discord talking about who should go first. Well, I got to be strategic. Okay. Kenya, I'm going to miss your confessional, sister. I'm going to miss your confessionals. And no shade every time. Like, I've been with you so long now that the Cleveland Brown Jr. references I've seen people give, they stand, I'm afraid. But also Cleveland Brown Jr. is that girl. If you've ever watched the show, you have to watch the show. Like, especially when like you saw the other side of him. Oh, they shouldn't have canceled that. Yes, they should. I don't know. This Miss Cleveland over here, Brown Jr., and she eats to me. If Cleveland Brown Jr. was in the ballroom scene and was swirling, I don't care what the girls say. I love me some Kim. I do. I hate that she's getting all that hate, but I also know that comes with the territory of her being Black Queen on RuPaul's Drag Race. And that's just one part of it. Mm-hmm. APS, how you doing, my friend? How you doing out there across the pond? Actually, across the ocean. The hell? Kim Chi's on Pit Stop today is so shady. This episode selling perfumes which represent the smell to some queen. I do love me some Kim Chi. She's looking great right now. I don't think why are we making fun of people on the Ozemp? Some people are using it for their proper purposes. Some people got the diabetes. Let them people lose their weight the way they need to, or possibly the healthy possible way, whatever's healthiest. Not how Kelly Osbourne is looking. But then she's full of all that bigotry and I'd say that what's happening to Kelly is honestly, that's God's will. But yeah. Have you seen her recently? Oof. Oof. Ooh. Oof. Her and her mother. I said, mm-hmm. I never thought in a million years as a millennial who used to watch the Osbournes that I would have to turn so hard on those two. I was like, bitch, what in that one Cooney girl is going on here? Like, what is happening? But no, moving forward, we're getting off topic. Michelle and Atsuko are going to be assisting them with the roast. Why are they doing a table reading? I hate that. Why are we doing a table reading? They've been doing this lately, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Atsuko's funny, by the way. Like, I've watched a lot of their sets on YouTube, and they do some great comedy work, and their style is actually very cool. Like, it's very their own. Like, she is the one that can do that, right? But I don't like it. It's so annoying. Like, we're doing this in front of everybody so everyone can hear our material already. And then what really bothers me a tad bit about it is that literally everybody's beginning that they said at this table was how the entire set started. And so it made it kind of annoying, except for Mikey's and a couple other people who pivoted, which is really Mikey and I think one other person. But it took away from sort of the charm of we're about to walk into this and hear the joke for the first time for me, but also a bit of the feedback. It's like people heard it and then they're like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, did you apply it to the rest of the work? Or were you like, damn, that was fire. I don't know what to do for the rest of this. Ew. I don't know. Discord shot herself in the foot, maybe the back, maybe the knees, however they be walking, whatever's got them moving, looking like that. Like girl walks in italics, mama. But listen, they told Michelle I've done a roast before and they told me I was funny. And here go Michelle basically telling the editors, production, storytelling, writing team, oh, so you're telling us you're good at this, so you're kind of setting yourself up to say that, you know, like we should think that you're going to be funny. Well, I'm delusional and y'all like that. Okay. I said bet. Jane, I don't even got to talk to you, sister. I knew you were going to be funny. Juicy, I knew you weren't going to be funny. Discord was writing, you stealing jokes? I said, oh, they are triggered from Ariette and Jules. They are triggered. Oh, but that was good TV. It was good TV. Darlene. I'm sorry. It was so funny because Darlene to me was like reading the AI information off of a Wikipedia page or possibly a description for a YouTube video. If you like wanted to get an AI summary, hollering at this to them just saying, be yourself and we're going to find it funny. Nene Coco looks like she's about to direct a movie. That's Ron Howard, like with a dye job, if you will, without the redhead and the, you know, Nepo baby. But I'm sorry. I was over here like, baby Nene, where we at? What's going on here, sister? The trade of the season, my ass. Listen, Nene is afraid of what everybody is going to think or say. And she then tells Michelle, like, they talk about sometimes I'd be going for the jugular or like it's about time and place and da and all that. And now I'm so worried and in my head about this and boop. And I mean, I'm Kenya looking at her. Girl, if you don't go out there and just read these hoes and shut the fuck up with your overthinking ass, and I love you, Nene, but this is some shit I do. And my therapist really be telling me to get over myself, like on a real note. And I've been trying that way more often. But when I tell you this unpacking that just happened here, I thought was a gag. I was like, who is the therapist on set that needs to talk to her after this moment? Because yes, she needs at least 30 minutes. Real talk to just get this out. Bitch, we're going into a roast. Hurt. I don't know. It is a time and a place bit. And even, I'm going to say she said a joke during her bit where RuPaul kind of erred about. And I was like, I don't even think that was that bad. I think that y'all are just not running with this. I don't know. But I said, Nene, Lanathan, come on, bring it in. Kenya, they set you up for failure, sister. They let your first little 2 jokes be the bit. It said, be yourself and find yourself, and you were about to be out. No shade, friend. I'm not going to lie to you. I was like, oh, girl, they didn't give you name. Was the conversation cut? Because what I had witnessed. And the thing is, Michelle kind of gave this "we love you" speech prior to Kenya's notes. And the We see it for you, sister. Are you going to deliver? And you know what? That's why I knew it was going to be a setup. And here's the thing, Ken, take that call. I know you watching, friend. Take that call because they're going to call you again. But you already know what you need to do. And that's all I got to say because you already had the bits. You got the bits because you know if RuPaul like your ass, second time around is going to be cute. But you got to come with something. Who got the good loan operator in the cash payday loan system? Bitch, we're going to get some good garments. We're going to get you up in here. So down. I know you can. We've seen it with the pants. You're going to have to. I'm afraid so. I maybe your new manager. You're going to have to. Because yes, girl, you did carry. But I like to see you on a different season with different bitches and see how you play. Oh, yeah, they definitely said her storyline for All-Star. Oh, it's up already. And I want y'all to hear me with this because you know I've been covering this show since season 9, okay? They do this with certain queens. And they set them up to be, you may not win, but oh, we like you. And that's supposed to be the ding, ding, ding. If you get that phone call, take that bitch. But you have to have an online presence, an online presence that doesn't say the show was bad, this is that, all this, that, and the other, arguing down with everybody named Mama. You can have a little clack back and a kick back, but it's how the audience perceives you, like how Georges can eat a girl up online, and we still love Georges because also that's my baby. Hey, Georges, but like. There's certain people where it's time, tone, texture, and how it's done and how you present yourself on television. Baby girl right here, oh, you coming back, sister, but you know what you got to do. And remember, even if you don't win the show, you can still win after the show. Corey is a prime example of that. Please follow the path, okay? Also, shout to Q. Q is going to be on Project Runway. Again, you do not have to win this bitch. It is now a part of your resume, though, when you go into these new spaces of trying to be somewhere or be on something, and then they can do the callback for that. I know Q had to do a tape for Project Runway, but bitch, all she got to do, I was on RuPaul's Drag Race. Now here goes the queen that's sitting in the back looking up this. Oh, that's right from that. Oh, this is going to be interesting. And they had Utica from the previous. Get into it. Jane's supposed to be there as a guest, and Q is going to be an actual competitor. That was also confirmed. So there may be like a drag challenge or something interesting or something of the sorts. We'll see. But yeah, back to the show. I said, my baby can't, that she set up. That's okay. Mikey, I have moments where I disappear into a different reality myself. Trust and believe. It happened at PetSmart this past couple of days ago when I was asked to put my phone number in to get my pet's perks. And I was on the phone at the same time. And I also was carrying a bunch of cat food and I spaced. So much so that once I was done with my, getting the things I needed and leaving, the cashier and the other lady laughed at me as I was walking out. Yeah, bitches, I heard you. But yes, it was a moment because I had to like slam my phone down and like gather myself. I was like, wait, where am I again? I had way too much going on. It was insane. I was like, oh, I had to like disappear for like 5 seconds to calculate. Okay, I'm at the store buying things. Now we're back. Been there, Rosie O'Donnell's bastard child, but no, I would say Arya Starch over here going last was not the worst possible answer, but Michelle trying to put the fear of God into them is what got them to think, oh, did I do the right thing? And now they're spiraling. We love it. We go ho. Sorry, I don't know why that's on my brain right now, but that commercial with the "Round the marches, here I come. We go What is that for again? I don't even know what that's for. I know there's a lot of side effects. And the name of the pill is interesting. Wegovy. What a weird name. Wegovy. Why? Where are we? What's going on? Mikey and oh, it's weight loss. Wegovy. It's No, it's not. With a W? Shut the front door. I hear Wegovy. Wegovy. It's the same as Ozempic. I'm on it. Okay, work. It sound crazy, Ashraf. I'm sorry. Take your we. Look at me. Time out. Take your we. It didn't even. None of them sounded right. None of them did. It's okay, but no. I just think the names are crazy when I hear any sort of prescription drugs now, like trifenamin. I'm like, what? And then they're like, side effects are everything. Everything. Oh, bitch, you got bad kidneys? Ooh, I don't know, girl. Might have diarrhea. Really? Okay, dry mouth too. Eyes gonna shut. If you go blind, we don't know anything about that, but do call us. They can't see the phone. Okay. It's okay. Hey, if it's working, it's working. And as long as it's safe, do what you got to do. Because I totally understand, trust and believe. That pharmaceuticals are on TV is crazy. I'm just saying, it's a lot. Like, I was on one called Saxenda. What? Saxenda. That sounds like a drag name. Coming to the stage, Saxenda. That actually really does sound like a good drag name. Saxenda. I gotta live. It's Wegovy. There's, oh yeah, Mounjaro. Okay, that's the one that sounds like a mountain that I always holler at. Zepbound. Now that, I don't like how that sounds. That sounds like some sort of thing you say in court to describe a situation that was very disturbing. I do like Mounjaro. You gotta say it just like that to Mounjaro. Okay, Mikey, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We started talking about medications. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Woo, we're here. I would have been on some Mounjaro because remember, I was pre-diabetic. Why am I slamming the table? What is wrong with me? Okay, back to life, back to reality. I'm glad that Jane did talk to Nene about her overthinking all of this. I think it needed to happen, and I'm glad that sort of Jane pushing her to just be like, girl, if you're just a little bitch, go ahead. Like that's it. Like, just do that. Like where else are we gonna go here? So please stop taking it seriously. Like, if you drag and you bag, it's whatever. But understandably, you do sometimes need to read the room. Like, something may have happened that was crazy, and you're just gonna do some off the cuff read. It's like, oh, now wait a minute. And that's just where it's all about. So Nene has social anxiety. We know this. We've talked about this with her before. It's something that they have to just get over in order for them to like move on and be themselves, I guess. So I don't know. To me, it is a whole lot of overthinking, and I think she just needs to own it, just like Jane said. Not you baiting for me to get in an argument with you. Womp, womp, womp. But listen, we just need to get to the roast on some real shit. Mikey disappearing into the outer space. It is what it is, but it's time to get to the roast. And thank you again for tuning in, whether you're watching with love or possibly don't know where the hell you're at. None of my business. Sometimes it's mine. Don't want that. What? Hit the like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. We're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 11, the Toast to Alyssa Edwards. If you want to drop a little love in my jar, please and thank you. It is paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matty-24, and Venmo Rants. Also, if you want to get in the comment section afterwards and talk about this episode, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your highs, your lows, your yeses, your nos. Who do you want to see win this bitch at the end of the day? And are you tired of Ross Matthews as much as I am being on the judges panel? Law is going to be there tomorrow. Law is going to be there next week. Oh no, Law's gonna be there next week. And yeah, I'm ready for my hateful Law. Dun, 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 dun. I think Michelle looks good. Atsuko looks incredible. Love this outfit. Ross to Rue. Emrika, like we've been doing this for too long. Engage not. But no, I actually like this. The wig, but I also think she looks like a dandelion with this sort of brocade-esque look. I don't know. It's interesting. Thank you, Eve. I do get a little fanny from that. I do get a little Hunger Games. I don't know who is volunteering as tribute here, but yes, I do receive that from Rue. I think her makeup looks gorgeous, though. Yeah, Michelle looks good. Slur. Lovely. Next week is the makeover, and it is a all men, all masculine, and cowboys. So this ought to be interesting. And I find that to be fair because you all know how I felt about the UK versus the world makeover challenge. I was like, you got some feminine and you got some brick. It's going to be interesting if you can't pull the feminine more to the feminine and then you get a little brick and get a little whore, like something like that. Mm-hmm. Speaking of men, shout out to Alyssa Edwards. You have got to give it to this dress. My God in heaven. Golly. Oh, I'm telling you. I guess taking land from others really do pay off. My goodness. That's colonial coin right there. My goodness. That dress is gorgeous. Absolutely. Absolutely gorgeous. But Alyssa is who they're roasting / toasting today. A couple of good, funny jokes here and there. That wig is both incredible and also jarring at the same time. See, I like how Rue looks here. I didn't like how she looked like when it was on the main stage. I do think that sometimes the back. I'm so sorry. I do think that sometimes the background on the stage hinders the looks for a lot of these queens. That does not apply in any case or fashion for this queen coming up now, who I am unable to physically look at and not laugh. Ugh. 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 I just hated how they. Ugh. I was like, oh, thank God for the runway. I needed to get that taste out of my mouth. I was like, oh no, 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 no. Shaped like a cat toy. No, ma'am. No, no, no. Mm-mm. 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 With this hood, bitch, I thought we were playing dress up in the hospital ward. No, God, no, ma'am. Hate this outfit. Hate this outfit. All right. And to walk it. Oh. Return the slab or suffer my curse. I'm telling you, a guest appearance on Courage the Cowardly Dog is coming your way. Come on with it. Come on with it. I need a titty. I need a titty. I need a titty. I need something. It needs shape so bad. This is so bad. So bad. Oh, so bad. God bless her, though. Ninetail, thank you so much for the super chat. Hold on. Yeah. Appreciate you, baby. The funniest thing about Discord's roast is when the hood fell off to reveal a helmet. Oh, you don't think I didn't have that? Sure. You know I got that screen grab because I didn't notice it when I was watching yesterday. I noticed it when I was doing my screen grabs this morning. I was like, oh, Mama was bombing so hard it slipped back. Like let's show something really funny. Yeah, no, this wasn't good. Didn't like it. Not at all. Nothing funny. Never laughed. Boo. Was it the worst of the night? No, it just was like ho-hum jokes. As much as I can boo tomato, it's not as going to be as many tomatoes as I have for Juicy or for Kenya. But like, it just, oh, okay, that's a joke. Oh, okay, that's a joke. Oh, all right. Okay, cool. Just the way she was speaking, it felt like she wasn't even confident in the approach. I know people are big fans of this, but I wasn't a fan of that. It just didn't do it for me. Wasn't there. No, thank you. To be honest, I kind of wish she had pinned it with the scarf to show the wig and not over the wig. If I'm going to be honest with you, versus it being covering her face, I think I would have liked the out. No, I wouldn't have, but I liked it a little better. A little better. A little better. Yeah, she was very lucky she wasn't the worst. And her runway also was a lot better than, you know, Bed Bath & Beyond and my sister who possibly was Lizzo's first time in concert. Drewski, thank you for the super chat. Not you saying Discord gives return the slab. Hey. If it moves like an entity and it walks like a demon. I'm just going to say it. A pink dog has to go ask a goddamn PC computer what's the word. No, ma'am. Eustace Banks is going to fuck it up again for Muriel. Jane ate, chew, swallow. Pee devoured. Shay, that's exactly what I was saying about Discord. Like, there were jokes. The delivery was like, okay. Like, did you think that was funny? That's how it felt like. You sure about that? You sure about that? It was giving that. But Jane, honey, yes. Jane, don't. You had me at the F slur, sister, and calling Ross. I was like, yes, for the Drew Barrymore show joke. Thank you. I was like, oh, I would have very much enjoyed her set in real time without the bleeps. We also had, can't say the word, cumin guzzling his herb. Jane was wearing it out. I liked every joke. They all landed. The dress was gorgeous. Thought she was pretty. I was here for Jane's set. Like, there are no notes. No notes. I was Alyssa. I like that one. I like that one. I was like, come on, Nutcracker. Okay, listen, if you got Ross to laugh his little blousey bottom self off, then yeah, like blousey top, excuse me, self off, then there you go. It was already a success. Ooh, putting Juicy behind Jane was diabolical of Mikey to do for this order. You sure? You sure? You could have put her, to be honest, it wasn't going to be good either way. Let's just be real. Shut up, Shay. What? I didn't think it was doing that. Gag. Okay. Okay, YouTube. Me like me. Yeah, this wasn't good. This was bad. She was stating a lot of observations and making statements. And shaky voice tease. She looked good. That wig was beautiful on you, baby girl. Wig was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. No. Not a funny thing was said. Nothing was cute. Nothing landed. It was pretty bad. But she was pretty. I don't like this dress as much, but she was pretty. Yeah. I said, did everyone pull out their B gowns? What is going on here? I don't know what's happening. I had to make sure one of my kids wasn't underneath me. Shout out to my cat parents. Has that happened to you? where you're just moving around and you didn't know that your child was underneath you. That happens so much. Mamu loves to get underneath me, like when I'm like in position, especially when I'm playing video games or something, and he just gets real cozy, but I don't feel him or know he's there. I'm moving. Next thing I know, I'm like, oh my God. Oh, I cannot. But yeah, let's talk about the George. Me reading Cloud. My bad. Me reading. Lost my train of thought. Come back. Darlene set. Darlene, the first joke about Discord does not really hit. It's a little bit of a, and that's it. This baby looked at her notes. She said, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. Bitch, Mrs. Frizzle did that. I don't know why this was so funny. I don't know why, but it just, they say the queens are always laughing at me because I'm a prop comic. Well, I need them to see that I'm not a burger. On to Rue. So Rue, and I'm going, wait, we're not going to talk about the burger that just got pulled the fuck out. Wait, hold on. Come back, Darlie. And that's when I knew where we were going. It turned immediately into, oh, okay. So we're about to do you now. This isn't you trying to be funny. This is just your sense of humor now exploding from your brain. And here we go. And your idea of roasting somebody, which is also you making fun of the scenario situation, as well as getting a little bit in and finding the humor in just the most random, stupid shit possible. I was like these queens over here, I was giggling the fuck out of it because it just kept getting crazier and goofier and cornier as it went. And it was perfect. Like, especially when she thought she was eating, like, you know how she would throw the card, like, bitch, that joke, hey, it wasn't even that funny, but then the prop got pulled and then it was thrown and it was like, yeah. And it was like, wait, what? Stop. Like, like it was so silly. Everything about this was super silly. Not feeling that. Well, let me add a clown nose. Honk, honk, see? And then it's like, wait, what? Like, no, but yes. Like, you feel me? Like, it was like, yes. And then, bloop, ha, ate that joke. Next joke coming up. Y'all are not ready. Like, that's what made that funny. The fact that we were walking with her through the anticipation of, okay, what are you about to pull out now? Is the joke actually going to be that funny? Does it really matter? Because it's the delivery in the, yeah, you're laughing with me. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. Okay, the old Botox bit, like, bitch. We all were confused. We were thrown away, but now we're hollering. And again, I apply this to the factor of Darlene. We've spent so much time learning who she is and like getting her sense of humor that had this been the first episode, this might not have hit as hard. It may not have landed because it's still like we were trying to figure her out. But because we know who she is, and because we have seen a little bit of Darlene's like silliness inside and how she operates and acts and all that, this all made sense. So for me, this felt like a full picture of like, okay. And I liked it. You know, maybe not the winning routine, but I was like, yow. You know what I'm saying? So I still enjoyed it. I thought it was very, very funny. What's up, Michaela? Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching my review of Long-Winded Proportions for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 11. The Toast of Alyssa Edwards. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate you again for so much for being here today. And if you want to throw a little bit of love in my jar, the super chats are available and they get highlighted. But you also can throw some love in my jar where I'll read the special messages that you send through the tippy jar with paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, and Venmo Rants. We appreciate you. All of my personalities in my head appreciate you for being here today. But yeah, I was here for the Dar. Low key, I'm Mikey. Like, I'm getting up, like, why? But I'm hollering because she's like really feeling her shit. And it was so funny. Ross, I could just go underneath the desk and like have you taught me banana. Like, what? I have a new number one for me, like on some real shit. I do want Mikey. Look, I live for Mikey. Mikey's like one of my favorites from the show next to Jane. Like, live for the bikes. But yeah, I also love Darlene too. I'm here for the Dar. I'm sorry for the flamingo for Nene Coco was funny to me. Coming up is Nene Coco, and she just pulls out this random flamingo, but somehow it is Nene. Like, I guess I don't know. Oh yeah, it was the shoes though. That before I go, Michelle, why you mad? Like, not even like my shoes. There was no setup for that. It was before I go. Hey Michelle, why you mad? Like, what? Whoever said in the comment section or the live chat right now about sitcom character, yes. Yes, 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 yes. But this is when I knew Darlene was probably going to win it because this was fucking funny. Michelle even had to cack at that, putting up the no. But yeah, those shoes are hideous. But yes, hilarious, Dar. And that was her being herself. I said it once and I'll say it again. Nene Coco has ran out of her cute shit. I said, girl, this is I said, you made this ham. Cause like this is low-key the last outfit, except you didn't have like a bedazzled titty with a strap over it, but you still have the strap bra on the outside of this look. I said, oh, okay. My stomach is hurting. I'm trying to make sure it goes away so I can keep talking. Oh, sorry, y'all. Sorry, I'll give you a second. Whew. Okay. No, but not the worst of the night. This gave me a little, it reminded me a bit of Darlene's. I mean, not Darlene's, excuse me, Discord's. In a sense that there were jokes. Some of the delivery was over, under delivered because it was overthought. There we go. Yep. There we, that's wrapped it up right there. A lot of what she gave was under delivered because it was overthought. Like hesitation in the read or unable to get the read out because you're worried about the tone. So when you say it, it doesn't come with some sort of joyfulness and to be a playful nature. It comes off as just you just saying it. And so that was what her issue was. Oh, my stomach is hurting. And I love me some Nate, but to me, I was like, okay, what they told you not to do is exactly what ended up happening here. And I know Nene could have done a really good job at this because she is funny even in her off the cuff moments, but it was not landing, unfortunately. Kenya was pretty. I like this wig on them. I was here for the look. We got one joke out that we already workshopped at the table read. From then on out, it was now Alyssa girl and me girl and you girl and this Alyssa girl and me girl and how about it girl and yes, but no. And yeah, and I'm big and I'm fat and black and girl. Right? I know, right? No. And I love her, but no. It was like bus, club, sleep, another club, but like that's what it felt like when I was watching this. And I was like, nope. But she looked good. I mean, the thing is, Virgo and Prophet, and I want y'all to hear me on this. It's because she's already done it so many times before through almost every bit that we've already had. And while we as Black people, we can all go, well, bitch, that's our humor. Yeah, right. You talking to what tax bracket? You talking to Earth Day participant? You talking to that one? Australian Outback heated rivalry? This one? So, like, I get it, and I'm with y'all on that, but also, we've already done these, and that's why I was with Rue a little bit on it. Pacing was too fast. The jokes have already been heard before, just in different parts, and we can't cater to everybody that look like us, unfortunately. Sometimes you can, but she wasn't feeling her Black scent that day, and that's why it didn't work for her. I think a disclaimer is necessary right now. And while that's happening, I'm going to get me a good old thing of water. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button. Love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the live chat. Drop a tippy poo if you feel like it. I'm going to be right back. Give me 2 minutes. All right. Thank you for your patience. Let's get back to the program here. And again, please don't send hate to anybody that we're talking about today. These are just my opinions, not meant to hurt or harm anyone. These are just opinions on a television show based off of a program that was edited for our consumption to where we can have conversations like these. And again, hit the like button, share, subscribe. Oh, that hurt. Share, subscribe. Ow! Share, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. Oh, that actually really hurt. If you want to drop any love in my jar, it's PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $, Matty-24, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Why? Why? Oh my God. Ow, 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 ow. Like, hand sanitizer is going to help. It's the stress relief one. It's going to help. Jesus Christ. I love my sister down, but it was a chop. And yeah, I was like, oh, this was not the time to not do well. You needed to do good. Mikey, yes. Yes, 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 yes. All of it. All of it, beginning to end, all of it. Sorry, I was here for the bit. I was here for the full punchline, the whole setup of this. And then the, oh no, or what is that? And hold on. I was weak last night watching this. Hollering. Okay. Such a funny bit. I thought she looked good too. I was here for the full delivery. And something else happened that I thought was so, I'm trying to remind myself of how this went down, because she did a full pivot of the original set that she wanted to do and then just went this way. It was like, oh, this was a last minute decision. And again, like Darlene, I'm going to be doing my own sort of thing and not overthinking this. And we're going to work it from there. I was here for the white privilege joke. See, again, it applied. It could be used. It wasn't overdone. It was easily a nice little nasty setup. But also, one thing about Mikey, what they did is it was so likable too. It didn't seem mean or ill-spirited, right? It's that, and it reminds me of the Mikey likes it. For those of you who are old enough to know the reference. That's another reason why I think I was enamored with the entire thing. It just reminded me of that little cereal commercial. Mikey likes it. I thought it was funny. And I said, oh, Mikey by Witness episode. That's where my mind went. I thought it was Jane at first. Darlene's was funny, but I didn't know how the judges were going to receive it. I knew they were laughing, but I was like, I don't know if it's going to be like number one. But when Mikey closed it, and as the closer ate, I said, okay. Alyssa came up there, said something shady, and then lip synced to her song under her contract. And then she walked away gracefully. And that was the Toast of Alyssa Edwards. Good job. Good job. Okay. On to the runway. You know, this is the part where you get to vote in the live chat. 1 means everything. 2 means it's okay. You change some things. It's not bad. It's just not good. And 3 is a chop because what was she thinking? If you want to get extra, there's 0s and 4s. 4 means burn it. Ha ha ha. Gross. And 0 means to heaven. Ooh, fluffy tacos. That was smart to do. Unlike somebody saying, I've done roast before to Michelle. Like, yeah, people think I'm funny. So let's give it up for this Mugler-inspired ensemble by Discord Adams. That was not mentioned in their original piece that they said, but this is definitely Mugler-inspired. I don't like the bodysuit underneath it. I do think the bicycle with the light on it that is going to help E.T. get home is cool. Don't like the shoes. Kind of wish the brace that was on the cuff of the leg actually was on the shoe as well, covering that, giving it a boot feel. And I get the idea that those are supposed to be flames, but no. So yeah, I'm going to have to chop her. There are some bits of this I do like that I wish were done a little bit more, but that bodysuit is making it. Well, it's our Shay. I'm laughing. Okay. This wig. I like her eye makeup though. Eye makeup's good. Good eye makeup. Up next is Jane Don't. Once I saw this headpiece, I knew what era she was giving. I said, oh, we're going there. The Art Deco. Okay, someone just asked what I would do for this one. Everyone's done the Sailor Moon transformation bit, so I'm a little bit pissed that that's already been done because low-key, I would have loved to have done that. Naked body down, hip out, ass out, with the ribbon literally coming off of me as I'm holding my compact right here. Okay, that would have been it. But that's already been done, so I don't know. Give me a second. Well, let me get to the end of this and I'll get me somewhere because I have multiple choice answers. Yeah, but it didn't flow. Like it wasn't as much as I wanted hers to have it though, Ben. Like she did like the little cute bow bit and it was like sort of like subdued. I would want that bitch to be damn near flying from the back of the stage, like in a lot more fabric, if you will. Just a lot more, but I have another idea for what I want to do. We'll get there. But no, I like Jane's. Jane's was cool. The white, I wouldn't, but I did like how Jane's moved with this. I sort of was enjoying this bit. I like, oh, wait, hold on, Juice. Hold on, Juice. Don't go too loose. I like Jane's look. I thought it moved very well with the fan. How do we get all the way? Oh, I had two fingers on here. Hold on. I was like, how do we get it back there? Okay, to Juicy Love Dion's. I love the dress that she's wearing, and I think she's gorgeous. I know she's doing parachute, but without the strings on it, it's giving sheet. That is the reason why it doesn't work. I get the whole we're doing a fashion shoot with a parachute and we're in a gown bit. Got it. But like without the strings to give us the visual of a parachute, it just looks like, girl, the California king size bed that you're about to put this silk sheet on. I know that's right. Go off, sister. Got a big room for it. Like, that's the reason why it throws it all off. And it's white. Like, why I gotta be white? If it was the same color, like say if it was like a tie-dye or some situation with that fabric, maybe better. But again, I needed those extra little pieces on there to give parachute for me. However, she's gorgeous. She was gorgeous, but I was like, eh. Love the mug, but eh. Darlene Mitchell is next. Okay, Fat Pat. Oh, do we want that? Okay, come back. Darlene Mitchell is next. I lived. I don't know what the fuck Bianca Del Rio that we're talking about. I love B, but I'm sorry, I lived for this tacky track. I loved it. She had a breast bib on too. I gave her extra points. Because she had titties. Them shoes is ugly. I know Michelle wants her not to wear the ones that she brought, but I kind of wanted to see those big hog cloppers like on the main stage in that color with this outfit. I liked it. I don't know why, but I liked it. I did. I was kind of here for the fantasy, and I also liked that it was campy. I don't know. I liked it. I did. Giving Golden Girls wallpaper wall. Yeah, I liked it. I was here for it. I'm sorry, Darlene didn't miss for me this week. I was like, it's about time the tall dude did something. Yes. But like, no, I did like it. It was soul. Whoo. All right. Lizzie Liz, you know who it is. Lizzo at an Afro Punk? I don't know. Lizzo at a Renaissance? I don't know. Before she was canceled, Liz? Yeah. I love Kenya's face. I was fine with the hair. I am not. This is not what I know. It's a little too much of a dress with you wearing like a backpack for wings, and that's that. So for me, I'm like, no. Like if Dejanay was in one episode and it was a Halloween episode, pow. Damn, Sticky. Like no. Love her down, but and she kept touching the straps. I'm talking about Eve, get out of my head, sister. Because I was like, yes, take us away from the fantasy of you having wings, mama. Love you down, sister. But it was very backpack, wings, backpack. Like, no. But she's still pretty. That's a pretty girl. If I saw this in the club, I wouldn't mind it. That part. If I saw this in the club, I wouldn't mind it, but not for the main stage. I would be here for this in the club, though. What's the song you're going to perform, sister? This may be an unpopular opinion, but I lived for Mikey's outfit. Lived low key. I do think there should have been a titty. I do think that the proportions were a little wild in this crotchula area. But for the fantasy of what it was giving, I kind of liked it. Kind of was here for it. Her mug can never be denied. Her mug could never, ever, ever, ever be denied. That is a beat. That's a beat right there. Go ahead. Beat face. Beat face. I am getting tired of this hair. You know, I am getting tired of this hair. Okay. But other than that, that mug, Jesus Christ. But I kind of like the outfit. It's not my 0, but I do think it's a 1 for me. And for the category with the wind, I thought the fabric was a perfect use of it. I know what I would do for my look. Okay, I know what I'm going to do for my look, and you're going to hate it or love it, but here we go. I'm going to go in the camp direction, but camp with fashion. Nene Coco. This, I like the concept, but I wanted more. I want to give this a 1 so bad, but I have to give it a 2 just because I wish there was way more tulle on the outfit to actually give more to the wind effect where you're already throwing the ashes. Like, it is such a cool concept. It is so brilliant. You're throwing the ashes and the wind is blowing and all that. But I needed her to give almost Death Becomes Her veil tease. And like this needed to give like really mourn mama to where you have to pull it back. And then once the wind blows, it's like all of that kind of shit. I don't know. I just wanted a little bit more on it. But I thought it was an excellent concept. And I did like some of the execution of this, and I was here for the makeup, but I just was like, she ran out of clothes. I said, what is next week going to look like? Maybe this was the week you were like, I'm just going to give like the base. Because Nene, you would normally be chewing. But it was okay. It was cute. Okay. So my look. All right. Bet. Okay. So picture it. I'm going to do a very Dior inspired, like, okay, all right, stay with me here. A very Dior, okay, think Marge Simpson and that pink and black Chanel Dior moment from The Simpsons, right? But not that hair, but I have a big wig, okay? This is supposed to be windy. The idea of my outfit is very 1950s, 60s, sort of like, no, rap, come back. Go to the 80s, Matt, because that's where Peas is at. 80s sort of power suit businesswoman tease, a mom who's really busy but is trying to make it to her child's birthday, but there's a storm happening. So I have a whole bunch of balloons that I have like in one hand, and I have a cake in the other hand that I'm trying to get out of the car, but I'm walking to the runway, like literally going up the walkway, trying to get there, but the storm is happening. No one's helping me, and I'm losing my shit, and I'm pissed, and I'm also on the cell phone at the same fucking time. And the whole bit with the fan is where I lose the balloons and they get blown to the back. Fuck! And then I'm trying to get the cake up the stairs, but I slip and fall and splat. And then everything that was once prim and proper is now fully just destroyed and disheveled. And my day is ruined. All for my son's birthday. That's my idea. A very busy mother. A single mother who works too hard. Yes. And then it says like happy birthday Mamu and Mina on it or something really cute for the lore of like everyone who knows me. Yay. See, I like that idea because Darlene inspired me because I was like, that is so brilliant. Like give me camp, but somewhat go on the fashion tip of it. But for me, I want at least the outfit to give like some sort of like inspired look of like fashion, very Chanel or very Dior kind of like bit. Give it there. It could even be the Christian Dior like ball gown, like tutu moment situationship with that. Like I'm really just trying to do it for my kids, but I'm so busy. Like, yeah. That's where I would go with it. I mean, if I'm going to do categories where we have like actual factors involved, like wind, or they're doing snow. I want the outfit to do something with it. You know what I mean? Like the fabric's cute, great, but I can have fabric and props that go with it to add to the storytelling. Because I think that's what I like about drag so much, is that there is storytelling involved with not just emoting in a lip sync, but someone could bring out a look and bitch, you know what they're giving. You know what the story is. Or you've created it in your head and it works for you. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Hello. Wake up, everybody. Okay. So you know how it comes back from commercial, right? This is this next Friday. This played before this part when I was doing this. And I was like, huh? I said, oh, a makeover challenge. Okay, we have cowboys. Got it. Huh. Where's Kenya? Oh. Okay. So moving on with the episode, Darlene wins. YouTube TV, get your shit together. That was the original broadcast. I went back to one of my other recordings. It didn't do it for the last episode. It did it for the previous one. Let me find out y'all are getting like a back copy of whatever, and then y'all are mixing the commercials up. But I was like, wait, so this is why in my reaction videos, I'm never spoiled, because I always fast forward through the commercials. But as I was getting the clips today, I was like, holy shit. And I, again, checked the timestamp. It was literally the 7 o'clock first showing, because I always have it on original, new, not the playback, not the rewind. I'm like, the moment it starts, go. Because the moment they finish the episode, that's when I start my reactions. FYI to the Patreon people. If you're ever like, Matty, when's the video coming out? I normally wait for the episode to at least premiere before I sit down and watch it myself. I get, once Untucked start is normally when I like start watching the episode. But yes, the bottoms, well, yeah, all four were bottoms, low key, but safe bottoms are Discord and Nini Coco, and your bottom two is Juicy Love Dion and Can You Pleaser, both having this be their third lip sync for their life of the season. So they're both in almost the same position, except Juicy has W on their belt, but also a lot of bottom placements at the same time. We got Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler, and I was pleased because this is a great song and it's a good ballad. And I need them to do this more often, especially for girls like Discord that we know can't move very well. You know, lots of joint, you know, just issues, lots of inflammation in the body. But Juicy 8 did a very good job. And you know what, Kenya, I liked what you did too. This was an enjoyable lip sync for me. I do feel that there was a little bit more church in what you were doing, Kenya, with some of the movements and the placements of the hands and a little bit of the shout and shakes that was happening, not for this song, but I thought was still like, okay, I see what you're doing here, sister. Keep it push. At least you know the words. I know they always try you about the words, but at least you know that. You know the word. I'm watching, you know, damn near every fucking part of the song. Bet. But Juicy was kind of really feeling it. She was hitting the marks at the right time. Slow movements. There was still a dancer in there, if you will, but she was like taking her time with it. The emoting was there. When it was time to roar, it was done in fantastical portion. That part when they get to the back of the stage, once the fan had hits, and you can see like that nice comforter, blanket, whatever, the fitted sheet that got to go on, you know what I'm saying? Or low key, the bed protector that she's holding, okay? Trying to make sure there ain't no bed bugs getting that mattress, right? It was perfect. And to me, it was just a mark that she can perform not only the up-tempo, the mid-tempo songs, but Baby Girl can do a good nasty bow. But I thought Kenya kept and did a good job. She may not have been as powerful as what Juicy was giving, but I thought that Kenya gave a good fight, and I was here for it. I said, all right, we got a good one. This part right here, when she walked, I said, okay, all right, take us there, Juice. And when she sat down and she basically didn't want to do any more laundry, because that's what this was giving, I felt her spirit. But overall, I thought they did a good job. I did. I was entertained. So you saw it too, Honey Brown Sugar. See, I know I'm not going crazy. They got to work on that. Literally told me who was gone already. And I'm like, oh, glad I fast forwarded through that part, because shit, if I had saw that last night, I'd have been evil. Okay, and for those of you who did, I would have been evil too. Like, how are you gonna just ruin the experience of who we know is gonna go home already? I mean, who we think may be going home, you know? But yeah, listen, Kenya, I'm glad you got those beautiful words out for Mama Ru, and everything else right here. And you know, the question still remains: can you please her? You know, I'll go ahead and give you a little bit of what I know and the tea of that. I was told. You know, I sometimes see everybody in the chat. Sometimes I miss folks. But knowing that Kenya has watched reviews of me and Jamar and myself, you know, back in the day, as well as some of these current ones and everything else like that, a part of the Rant Pack community, if you will, Miss Kenya Pleaser. I got to say, it was a pleasure to see you on my television screen. Anytime I see somebody who is somewhat in the universe of what I do or where I'm at when it comes to this channel, and I see y'all on TV showing the fuck out and doing what y'all got to do, whether it's an early out, whether it's a middle placement, whether it's at the top 4. Sister, you peed, okay? There were days I looked at you like you were crazy, and we're going to keep it cute, and we're going to be real, because that's what we do as we hold each other's hands across the room, sister. But like, on a real note, I'm glad we got to see you get those top placements. I'm glad I got to see you shine in those parts. You ate your confessionals alive. Do not listen to the hate that these people send you. Fuck that noise. Okay, you were talented. You're amazing. And guess what? Take that call. But you know what you got to do when you come back. Don't ever mess up your lyrics ever again. They will hold that over your head forever. Do not do that again. Okay, but no, I love me some Kenya. That was one of my favorites from the jump. Before I even knew she used to watch or is still watching some of this channel, okay, I was already set. I was like, oh yes. But to me, you know, I think that some of the runway presentations was a lot of the downfall, and a few moments in some of the challenges where a little bit of under preparation was happening. And so I think if she comes back prepared into an all-star season, she will be absolutely a threat. If she comes in way more prepared and we don't got no issues with anybody's suitcases coming home, girl can go far. And I believe it. We love you, Kenya. All right, y'all. That's going to be a wrap for me today for season 18, episode 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I hope you enjoyed this review today. I hope you had a good time. And if you're watching some playback, hope, you know, have a good time going through the Insanity Station of Matty-Rants. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, become a part of this family. And if you wanted to drop it to be put in my jar for your boy hosting with the most today, please and thank you. It is paypal.me/Matty-Rants. Catch up to $9.24 and Venmo-Rants. It's scrolling at the bottom or at the top of the screen, wherever you may see it. So that's where it should go. And I appreciate y'all. And thank you so much for the super chats today. I hope I got everybody on the board. Oh, fudge, Drewski. I always do this. I never see the second or third one. I don't know why. My bad. Good thing her name isn't Kenya Tell Jokes. Wait, shut the fuck. Can you tell jokes? Ah! Wait, that could have been someone's joke at. Oh, that's a missed opportunity. That is a missed opportunity. Someone could have used that in their bit. I think Mikey could have used that for their joke after Kenya left the set. Damn, that was a missed opportunity. Poo, 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 poo. That was a funny one. TTT. Okay. Yeah, leave a like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the leave a comment in the comment section talking about this episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm about to jump back into the world of Pokopia. So if you are playing that game, I'm working on my Dream Island now. I don't know how that works just yet, but I guess if y'all want to come visit and help me make houses and shit and meet my Vaporeon, I don't know how it works yet. The game is still so much to learn, and I'm learning. I still haven't unlocked everything just yet, so I'm like, but yes, excited. But yeah. This was to me, it was an okay episode, but I still liked it. I was entertained by what was going on. I'm sad that my girl's gone, but I'm like, we'll see. Notice the episodes ain't even available on Prime Video to buy no more. Like, why are they doing this? The lip sync had me up at like 3 a.m. Like, yes, it was so good. Exactly, honey brown sugar. So wait. Oh. New show alert. So be on the lookout for a heated rivalry edited review, as well as my thoughts on Pokopia and the idea of cozy games being a great way for stress relief. I'm literally going to be making like a whole 10-minute video of just so many random clips I put together and voiceover it, like all that. But also, if you're on my Patreon, I've done reactions to the entirety of Heated Rivalry, and the new show that will be starting, and I'll be doing every other day because it's 4 seasons now, so I got to play catch up, is called From, and it's on Paramount Plus. I've been told about the show. I do not know any of the tea about it or what's going on or whatever, so it'll all be a surprise for me. And then I'm also going to be doing some more viewer suggestions, and then Jackie's Back will be our Monday matinee movie. So yes, plus all the shows I cover on here I'll be reacting to. So check out my other links in the about section. Drop it to me if you feel like it. Shout out to Emreka and my other mods for doing the mostest today and keeping the chat a safe space for you and me. I appreciate you all. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your weekend. I need to get something to read. And I will see you for the next one. I'll be back actually not Wednesday, Monday or Tuesday. I think Tuesday I will be doing a video. Yes, actually, I do need to do a video Tuesday. It's going to be a rant report. House of Villains and multiple other shows and other hot topics we need to talk about that I haven't had a chance to. Plus my Scream 7 review. Yeah, I'm not going to be nice. What an experience that was. Anywho, I'll see you Tuesday. Until next time, take care. Love y'all down. And really good show. Really good show. Bye, y'all.
Listen.